Okay, so we're here with Coach Jay from Louisville University. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing good, doing good. Glad to be here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So when did you realize coaching was something you want to do for the rest of your life?
I'm not close to the rest of my life yet, so I don't know if it's what I want to do. But no, great question. Honestly, I knew at a young age I wanted to be a coach. Out in a young age, I would say maybe I was a sophomore in high school playing, and I knew that I would love to give the game back. Just my thought process and what I've learned, by the time I was in 10th grade, because by the time I was in 10th grade, I've experienced so much from basketball, and with basketball is amazing. So I knew that I wanted to give back to the game some way, and I knew it was going to be in that teaching aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. So you're from Atlanta.
Yep, raised in Atlanta.
Yep. So, you play ball like you mentioned before. If you were to describe a Georgia basketball player with one word, what is a Georgia player? Well, one word, what would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. A Georgia basketball player, a player from Georgia, describe basketball. I would say spectacular. That would be my word. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
If you were to use one word to describe your coaching style, what would it be and why?
My coaching style?
Yeah. One word to describe.
That's one word to describe my coaching style would be, this is good.
We're just having fun. We're having fun.
I would say ooh. I don't know, man.
Want to come back to that one?
Yeah, come back to that. Ooh, that was tough.
Okay, so the pandemic hit, obviously,
Yep.
during the lockdown, one of the best things that happened for me personally was Zoom conferences.
Yep.
At that time I was coaching EYBL for Exodus and stuff like that and making a transition to Division I basketball. And I was trying to learn as much as possible as I could. You had a weekly Zoom, from what I remember, that you set up with everyone, and I really got a lot from that. But do you remember one that really grabbed your attention, or one that really stood out to you outside of yours? Or if you want to even talk about yours, that's fine too.
Yeah, honestly, it was a couple of Zooms I kind of partake in just to get a different, voice and a different, perspective of the game. I did a lot of NBA Zooms. I think Brad Stevenson had one, and him talking about philosophy, just how he was transparent coming from Butler and then he came to the NBA. That stuck out to me. There was one put on by, and I don't want to get the names wrong, but it was a couple of I think it was the Black Coaches Association, and it was with Jessica Kern, Coach Yo, and a couple of other coaches. And the speaker that stood out to me, and please forgive me, former head coach of Wisconsin, the one that was known for, yes, when she used to talk about get your butt in the gym and shoot. It was some really, really good topics, and just to get perspective, that time of the year, obviously COVID and everything going on with Black Lives Matter movements and things. I thought those two were really, really good, and takeaways I got just, from both of them in general, just they both, one, be authentic, you know what I'm saying, in this business. And that was one that I took that away from both of those.
You really cut your teeth coaching on the AAU circuit, FBC Elite.
Yep.
How do you think that time in your life really helped prepare you for the Division I level?
What it did for me, it helped me to, help me to grow in an area where I had to learn how to coach and be around really talented players with different personalities and that really wanted different things. Coaching FBC at the time where you have players from Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, with all one mindset to get a Division I scholarship at Power Five, and then, two, to win. They all had different personalities. They had different games, and then, could be a little bit selfish. So learning how to get those players to buy in and to play how we wanted them to play, man, it was a task in itself, but it definitely helped me in the long run.
So in 2011, you were part of the So You Want to Be a Coach program. For
Yep.
those who don't know what it is, can you give them some details about that and why it was so pivotal in your journey?
Absolutely. First of all, shout out to that class, 2011 class. We were the best class of So You Want to Be a Coach. But it's a great program. It's sponsored by the WBCA. And I think if anyone wanted to get into coaching and just learn and get nuggets from different people and speakers, that's it. Because you have one-on-one access to them. They give you their emails. You can contact them directly. And it's just a program to help you, I wouldn't say get your foot in the door, but it gives you perspective. It helps you understand how to get in the business. That's what I would say. It's not, I think people look at it, so you want to be a coach. If I go to this program, I'm going to get a coaching job. You're not. That is not how it works. It may happen to one person in your class, but it shows you the in and outs of the business, and it teaches you how to hustle, in my eyes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So in 2013, you had your first big job on a D1 level. I think you started out as a graduate manager and then went on to a video coordinator at Georgia Tech. I know what it's like. Working your way up in the business, the grit, the grind, the hustle of it. Nothing better though, to get your hands dirty. Tell me what it was like handling that position and what was the biggest adjustment for you?
Facts. So let me flip flop. So actually, I was a volunteer video coordinator first. So I never was a video coordinator.
Oh, wow.
I was a video coordinator, but I was an intern. So I was doing all that for free for 2 years. We call it the cold room at Georgia Tech. I did that for 2 years, learning sports code, synergy, how to break film down. And I actually took a year off. Got into AU. That's when our team got really good. And then I came back the next year as a graduate assistant. So that process, man, I've always was taught to invest in myself. And that's what it was. I wasn't working, I was just volunteering. I was doing personal training at the time. And it was a grind, but I knew it's what I wanted to do. So that fueled me every day, the grind, getting better and learning that. And then as a GA, man, I'm gonna tell you, as a GA, you got your hands in everything if you want to be, And one thing I learned from Michelle, as a GA, work like you have the job you want. So as a GA, I was working like I was an assistant, working like I was a dobo, a video coordinator, a manager, even her at some time, just getting my hands dirty in whatever I could do, making everyone's else job easier.
Mm-hmm. So, you got elevated to be an assistant coach at Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Looking back, why do you think Georgia Tech was a perfect place for you to take your career to the next level?
Man, that's a great question. Georgia Tech was perfect for me because it was built off that whole program that Michelle had, developed there and started there. The culture was built off hard work. Like the culture was built off being tough, starting from nothing and bringing something and developing something. And that's what I was about. I played Division II basketball. I did this, I didn't do that. I didn't take those paths that everyone else had or the success that everyone else had. So that was perfect for me. Tech tough. It'll be tech tough to the day I die because that's what gave me my start in this business. And I'll have nothing but respect for the program at Georgia Tech and Michelle Joseph. It was perfect for me.
You then went on to become an assistant coach at Louisville. What made this program
Yep.
an ideal fit for you at this point in your career?
Man, because it was a step outside of the box. It was something uncomfortable for me. After Georgia Tech, I felt like in my career, I couldn't do anything but go up and level up. And, I got an opportunity to speak to Coach Walls, and he's very successful and has, a high level of experience on his staff. I had no other opportunity but to go there and learn. And that was the next step for me. And it was amazing. I knew what I could bring when it came to recruiting and juice and life to the players there already. And the only thing else for me to do was to learn. So it was perfect.
I'm sorry. At Louisville, you guys have an amazing culture there. What are some non-negotiables that you have that allows your program to thrive?
Yeah, great question. Non-negotiables, that I think everyone kind of, you have these rules and non-negotiables in your program, but here it's funny to say we don't have many, but one I could say we have is to be a good person. That's one thing that Jeff, he values his program on, to be a good person. That's one, ask somebody how they're doing and then stop and listen to them. Usually people ask you how you doing and you just walk away. Hold the door for somebody and then say thank you. And because you never know who you're gonna meet, you never know how anybody's day is going. So that's one non-negotiable. And as far as the basketball part, it's go time. When you step on between the lines, it's go time. We shouldn't have to coach effort. We shouldn't have to coach energy. And that's something I think all our players, current players right now, bring that every day.
You work with the Wings.
Yep.
Tell me either your favorite drill or slogan that you preach every day.
Work is work, baby. Work is work. Work is work. We get in, we mix our wings and our guards together. Point guards. So very versatile. All our guards can play 1 through 4. We take pride in that. One thing we always talk about, when you're open, shoot it. Knock it down, shoot it with confidence, because we put in the work. And then, we finish everything with work is work. That's one thing we say every day.
In 2020, you were in a part of the WBCA 30 for 30 list. How important was that to you?
It was a great achievement, one, to be nominated by somebody for that award. I thought that was, that was a great honor. And then actually to win the award, to get a little recognition here and there and people to see that your hard work is paying off. I was extremely blessed and honored to be a part of, that group right there. So I'm just striving to be the best I can each and every day. It was cool.
Tell me the best lesson you learned via observation of another coach.
Ooh, the best lesson I've learned observing another coach, I would say don't take it personal. It's just, at the end of the day, it's basketball. We get paid money to do what we love, coach what we love, teach what we love, be around people who love this game. It's not personal. I think that's something I learned really early in my career. We coach women's basketball. It's basketball at the end of the day, and I think like a lesson I'll tell anybody is don't take it personal. It's just basketball.
If you can give a young coach one piece of advice, what would it be and why? So they're about to step on the floor the first time coaching D1 practice. What's the advice?
Work like you have the job you want. Right? So if you're coming into a new program, it's your first assistant job. What's your goal? Is your goal to stay that third assistant, second assistant, first assistant, or become a head coach? Work like you have the job you want. And I would go to bat on that every day. If you come in and you understand that no job is too big or too small, you're gonna be successful. Like, you're gonna if you take those same words and you make everybody around you job easier, you'll be successful, guaranteed.
So what can we expect from this team? Not wins and losses, but when we go to a Louisville game, what will we see?
Energy. Nah, and to be funny, hopefully, depending on the refs, you might see some technical fouls because we no, just kidding. But like we the juice squad. We call our team, like, man, they love it. We want the smoke. We want you to talk to us. We want you to get in our face. You're gonna have fun. We're gonna hold our follow through and look at the bench and walk back on the other day. We're gonna clap. We're gonna yell. We're gonna do all that stuff because we love this game. This team is so fun, man. It's like sometimes I just be on the bench like this, Lord, please. But because you don't know what to expect because it's not one, it's everybody, and it carries on. And I love that about our team. Our team is super fun right now. So we don't know what to expect. We don't know what team we're going to get every night, but we know that, we're going to get the rah-rah and we're going to talk a little bit and, we're going to throw the ball at somebody and say, let's go. So that's what we know. So for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Anything I missed you want to share?
No, I just want to say I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I hope when it's played or if it's played, and someone listens to it, they're able to take some advice and add it to, their resume or, their way of thinking and, just have perspective and be open about, everything that I said. I think, like I said from the beginning, my journey is very different from everybody's. But, one thing that I do know that works is hard work. And I hope that this right here helps somebody and, I hope it's been beneficial.
I'm sure it is, Coach. All right. Thank you for your time. You have a good one.
All right.
All right. Cool.